Cool. So that is animation offset, which is great because we only have 7 minutes left, and we're almost there. We're right at the end. So the way we're going to do this is now that we're on our animation holder, or we have this, there's a few quick changes we want to make still. So as I said previously, we want to have rigid bodies that are kinematic on any physics object that is moving. So we have a physics object that's moving. We haven't done that yet. So let's go ahead and add that. Let's go down, press Add Component, and type rigid body. And then make sure to check off is kinematic. The issue, though, is what if you guys already put a bunch in your scene? And if I click on this one, it's not going to have a rigid body. It's not going to work. But the nice part is that since they're both members of the same prefab, we can actually sort of let them update from each other. So if we go right here and if we press Apply, that means we want to apply the changes we've made to the prefab. So if we click Apply, we'll do that. And now if we look at our prefab down here, and we click on this, it has a rigid body, and it's kinematic. If we click on this one, it has a rigid body, and it's kinematic too. So this is great when you have a large level and you've dragged in a bunch of prefabs and you're like, oh no, I forgot this one thing, or like, oh, I want to change the color or the material on it. Then the nice part is you can just change the prefab, everything else will update. If for some reason it doesn't update, you might need to click Revert up here to have it revert back to what the prefab is. Anybody have any questions about that before I go and blast through this snake design right now?
Do you want to have new gravity on for the
Doesn't matter, because it's kinematic. Cool, okay, so let's do this. I forget what values I used for this actually, maybe 0.5 I think. So this one is at 0, 0 offset, and then this one I want to put at 0.5 or 0.05. Sorry about that. If I press play, let's test that out a little bit. Let's go and see how that looks. I'll bounce up there. Yeah, that looks pretty good. You gotta peek at it for a little bit. That's about what I want. Cool. So now we have to make a bunch of new ones. So let's employ our level design skills we've learned throughout today, and let's do Controller Command D, drag it out by 2, Controller Command D, drag it out by 2, and just do that, a few times. You could also select multiple and do it. I'm just gonna keep doing it right here to avoid any issues. Maybe give it like, where are we at? 9, 10, 10. Pretty good. I like 10. So now, after dragging out a few, making sure that you're dragging out the animation holder on top and not the cube underneath, you can go inside and you can start editing all these cube prototypes to have like 0.1, and then you can open up all these. I believe there's a hotkey to open all these at the same time, but I don't remember. So now we can just say 0.15 here, 0.2 here, 0.25. I wish there was a quicker way to insert these. There is, but it's not the easiest to implement. Unity doesn't make it necessarily as straightforward as you'd like it to be. So
what's the difference between the top and the bottom scroll bar with, say, offset? Yeah, there's a duplicate of yours.
Yeah, in the inspector.
Oh, is there? Good catch. So let's go into our prefab. It's not in here, so that means that it's snuck in somewhere. It's not in this one either. So if I click revert on this one, let's see if that's changed it. There we go. Unfortunately, I lost my stuff on that one, but that's okay. Good call out. So we can just control select all of these.
Is that from adding a duplicate component?
I actually don't know where that one cropped up. So if you add a duplicate component, Unity won't stop you. Sometimes that's what you want, so it can't really tell. There are very rarely times where you want duplicate components, but technically it's possible. So yeah, I don't really know where that one cropped up. I wasn't paying attention to it. Good call out by you guys, though. It would have been a pain. So, like I said before, do these, just sort of set it up. You maybe don't have to do as many as I am, but you know, I'm not satisfied with the snake motion if I don't have a good portion of them going, you know. So let's get one more and one more. Okay, let's test that out. Let's press play. And let's sneak up on this one, get a little bounce, and there we go. We got a nice snake there. I should probably jump a little bit better. There we go. We have our little ramp here. Oh, it looks like I did like a really crazy snake right there. I'm sort of liking it. Oh, that's because it stops in the middle. I sort of like that actually. That's a nice fit, nice. Oh, that looks so cool. I'm super with it. And there we go. So now we have a snake motion, and I didn't make an end zone for us, but yeah, you have a snake motion. So maybe this could be your end or something like that. If you remember how we did our tutorial last time, or if you watched the videos, we had a teleport zone script, and that would teleport you up to the next level. Right now it's 8 o'clock, which is where I usually say I will give the floor to everyone to start creating things and sort of give you guys a challenge of what I think would be cool to do. And also because 2 hours is a long time to be listening to a lecture, so it's nice to tone it down a little bit. But some things that I would probably suggest for you guys to mess with. So things you could do, more cool animation stuff. There's a bunch of awesome animation stuff you can do. If I don't get too many questions, I'll probably be working on designing an animation level up here that I think is fun. In addition, maybe implement the super speed power-up. We missed that today, unfortunately. Or messing around with something like programmatic like animation. So where I was saying you could do things like equals the sign of a value, you could maybe try something like that.